Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, what began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clare City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more, plus a full menu at the new adjacent Traffic Stop Diner. Downtown Clare, a winning combination, Cops and Donuts. Discount Foods Downtown Mayo. Find national name brand foods and merchandise at sharply discounted prices. Shop the smart way and please the family without breaking the budget. Discount Foods Downtown Mayo. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mayo, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mayo.
Oh, hello, Barry. Bienvenidos a Michigan Magazine.
Thank you, Amalia. This is Amalia Jonas, one of today's guests on Michigan Magazine. Amalia, originally from Argentina, has settled in northern Michigan, spreading her love of the world of art through not only her original creations, but also giving lessons to all that wish to share her passion. We'll visit with Amalia at the Art Store, her studio gallery located at her home in beautiful rural Michigan. But first on the program, we visit with the late Bob Ingersoll of mid-Michigan, who shortly before his passing of cancer shared his ministry with Michigan Magazine. Bob created dozens of hand-carved walking sticks engraved with inspiring biblical passages. Walking sticks that still remain in the hands of those he touched with words of hope and promise. Stay tuned, it's all coming up on this edition of Michigan Magazine.
Vacation. Don't make the planning of it more than what you're trying to get away from. At northernmichigancabinrentals.com, you can choose from over 2,500 cabins, cottages, lodges, resorts, lakefront vacation home rentals, and more. Whatever experience you're looking for, from rustic to luxury and everything in between. No more rustling with telephone books. No more endless internet searches. Just one site with over 2,500 Northern Michigan destinations. northernmichigancabinrentals.com.
This is a man with a mission. Bob Ingersoll is unselfishly dedicated to spreading hope and love through a divine calling. It's a type of ministry that finds him tucked away in his home workshop, designing and creating from scratch wonderfully unique walking sticks and canes. Walking sticks that not only are capable of supporting a man or woman physically, but also spiritually. You see, on each specially made creation, you'll find scripture, inspired verses from the Holy Bible, verses that can uplift and transcend. Bob Ingersoll's mission is to get as many of these sticks and canes into the hands of as many disciples as possible before God calls him home. When we visited Bob recently at his Cedar Springs home, we found him contemplating the short time he had left in this world by showing us the walking stick he had made for himself, which clearly witnessed to us Bob's sense of determination in his constant battle with cancer. On the stick, a scripture that brought a tear to our eyes and a sense of hope for Bob, that after he leaves this world, his legacy and inspiration will live on.
The quote on this is Genesis 1:26. Okay. And they said, "Let us make man in our image, give dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, the livestock on the ground, and the things that creep and crawl." But then when we attained wisdom, which the owl stands for, we all got ourselves in trouble. Now the snake, a lot of people don't like snakes, but I put a quote from Genesis 3:15, "And his heel will crush the head of the serpent, and the serpent will bruise his heel." Now my serpent is cancer. And right now, we're beyond chemo, and it's up to the Lord. They've given me until about Christmas. And I feel good about it, because I'm in a win-win situation. No matter which way it goes, I'm ahead. Mm-hmm. And the only thing is that we grieve for the people we leave behind. And you try to leave good memories. It does give you, one thing is it gives you a chance for a closure. I feel sorry for the people that get killed in an auto accident, and they don't have time for that. I carved when I was a kid, when I was in the Boy Scouts, and we grew up in the tail end of the Depression, and if we wanted toys, we made our own. And so if I wanted a toy gun, I made one, and it would look more real than the one you bought at the store. And I put it aside, and I was a builder for 40 years, and when I retired, we felt the best thing to do was to work the disasters. We started on Hurricane Andrew. We were down in Florida 3 times, and we always had trees down. And so I would, instead of just sitting around, I would take and get a limb, and I started making walking sticks for my grandkids. And I had 18 grandkids, so by the time I finished them up, I was getting a handle on it. And I started buying electric tools, which made it a lot easier. And I went from limbs. Now this was a limb.
That's
here.
a limb there? Okay.
Yes, and this is the top 2 are limbs.
Top 2 limbs.
And then these are cut out of 2x6. They're a full 2x6. They're cherry.
Okay.
And I felt by using the 2x6, I could usually get 2 sticks out of 1 piece of wood. And I didn't have the problem with them checking. But going back to Florida and a number of other places we went, I would just spend my time this way. Well, then pretty soon everybody wanted them. And to date, I've made over 250. All of them have a Bible verse on.
Now, what inspired you to put the Bible verse on there?
Well, I think the fact that God put me in this position. And he said, you know, I ain't done with you yet.
Yeah.
I'm not done with you yet, Bob. And we met some very interesting people. We made one right after the Twin Towers incident. We turned it over to one of Bush's right-hand men, and he gave it to Bush, and then we got a letter back from him thanking him. And Tom Rademacher did a real nice story in the Grand Rapids Press on it. And man, we were in the water. The people, they started calling me, and I've had as much as 6 orders that I was trying to fill at one time. Now on George Bush's, we put on Isaiah 40:31, and he who waits upon the Lord shall be lifted up, rise up as on wings of eagles. He'll run and not be weary, he'll walk and not faint. And we've used this verse an awful lot, but usually I'll ask people, well, what is your favorite verse? And then when we make their stick, we'll put their favorite Bible verse on. And I will tell them, no, I said, every time you show this, and then you're going to be spreading the word, so you become one of my disciples. I said, right now, I've got over 250 disciples out there with sticks with Bible verses on. But mine isn't going to stop when I leave the earth. It's going to go on, because these people, these sticks, if they take care of them, they'll last forever. And so it's going to be handed down from generation to generation to generation. But what we do is we touch a lot of people. See, we touch a lot of people. It isn't the stick, it isn't anything else, but it's the fact that when we go down to the chemo center, we'll have 10, 15 people come over and talk to us. And these people have got some big problems. And if you can take and ease their burden a little bit, then this is what it's all about.
Yeah. So when all is said and done, Bob, you've left a piece of yourself in these sticks and something that'll go on forever and inspire people to accept something.
Yeah. Well, my kids, they wanted me to build birdhouses. They said, Dad, you got to do something with your time. Why don't you build birdhouses? And I thought, nah, there's no challenge there. I don't want to build birdhouses.
Yeah.
And so I feel that it's something that we've given it to one of our families that lost a son in Iraq. I gave one to his family, and I have a beautiful letter in them thanking me. And I've had 3 people stop me that I never met before in Cedar Springs when I was walking with a stick, and they say, "You're Bob Ingersoll, aren't you?" And how they would even remember my name, I don't know. But they said, you made a stick for my cousin's family, and I can't begin to tell you how much it means to them. So that's what it's all about.
As we sat and talked with Bob, he related incredible stories of comfort and inspiration, all due to the magnetism of canes and walking sticks. Bob told us that the canes he finds in his heart to simply give away are ones he believes will be seeds for greater fruit. We were delighted to be honored by Bob as the recipient of one of his walking sticks, one that he would make especially for the Michigan Magazine Museum. So a few weeks later, Bob and his family made their way to the Michigan Magazine Museum on a sunny autumn day for that presentation. The stick was one of the same design presented to President Bush shortly after 9/11. So if you spot someone walking along the pathway with a beautiful walking stick, be sure and take a closer look and ask the owner if he knows Bob Ingersoll. If he does, and what he owns is one of Bob's creations, try and find out a little bit more about that stick and the story behind the story. It could be just the story of inspiration you need in your world during these uncertain times. We thank Bob and the entire Ingersoll family for sharing their testimony with us, and you, our family and friends of Michigan Magazine. Shopping for that special person just got easier when you shop at Rose City Drug at 2640 North M33, just south of the Rose City city limits. You'll find gifts for everyone on your list from 1 to 100. Shop online or in person at Rose City Drug, Rose City. Jerry's Joint at West Branch and with the best burgers in town. Jerry's has a full menu, but when you order the burgers steaming hot, they're made the way you like it. Stacked high, made to order. Add fries, you've got a complete meal. Jerry's Joint of West Branch, home of the best burgers in town. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com.
Let's go to Jacktown, to Fishtown, Ypsi and Kazoo. Let's go to G-Rap and the Sioux. Let's go to Cereal City, Christmas City, Tulip City, the Capital City, the Motor City. Let's go to cities and towns that aren't like other cities and towns, and they've got the nicknames to prove it. Let's go to the cities and towns of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Nestled in the rolling hills of northern Michigan, near the shores of countless inland lakes, is the small cottage home and studio of Amalia Jonas. Amalia has traveled the world in her lifetime, originally from Argentina. She's made America home with moves to Southern California and Las Vegas, Nevada, before settling in northern Michigan. Amalia brings with her a love of art and a mission to encourage others to look around them and appreciate the art that is all around.
I moved into Michigan 3 years ago, and I fell in love with the wildlife, with the fall here, with the colors and everything, and I started playing wildlife. Many people ask me if I don't do classes, and I'm a teacher. I'm from Argentina. Oh, I can do classes too, and this is why I opened my studio in a little room in my house. Okay, and I want to share what I know with the most people I can.
Well, you've had experience coming from Argentina. You went to California and Nevada.
Yeah.
Now, that's right in the city. I mean, Las Vegas, and now you come here to Michigan and the wildlife. It's quite a change, isn't it?
Yeah, but everywhere where you go, you need to enjoy wherever you find, okay? When I'm in California, my attraction is the beach, the beautiful place, mountains and beautiful place in California. I have 3 of my kids in California, 3 grandchildren, and when I move into Vegas, well, it's different, it's boom, 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 24/7, but when you live in town, you have friends too, you have different life. And I have a daughter, she's a realtor in Vegas, and she have a beautiful daughter too, another granddaughter. And I paint a lot of murals in in Las Vegas in restaurant, and I sold a lot of portraits, the people and children's.
So what do you like best? I mean, there's canvas, there's wood I see you paint on, there's walls, murals. What do you like to do best?
This is flat.
Flat.
I can paint.
Okay, all right.
I can paint in metal because I paint tools, okay, antique tools. I can paint in wood. I can paint in a board, or I can paint in a piece of tree I find. I can paint in canvas, what is really nice, but I can paint in a wall too. It is flat, I say, it is flat, I can paint. Art is my passion. Painting is my passion. And photograph, what I enjoy, is my hobby. But I sold photographs too. I'm a friendly person, and I like to talk to the people, and I really believe the people in Michigan have a lot of passion with me.
Now you're trying to spread your passion too. I understand that you are trying to develop classes here to kind of pass on your passion. Tell us a little bit about what you've got going.
Well, what I want to do is private classes, and this is my focus, okay? The people have different levels, and the people have different interests in paintings. If I do classes for 2 or 3 people in the same time, maybe one like a portraits, another like a landscape, and I can concentrate on the people. And this is why I decide do the private classes, because for me, for my experience, I think work better for the people. I can do for children's, and I can do for adult people. And I really believe in summertime, Michigan people can have a lot of fun outside. But in the winter times, the activities is limit to the weather. And this is why I thinking, well, maybe it's nice 1 week or 2 a week coming to the art store and have some classes there, have fun, enjoy, put the imagination in the sky, and put the colors in the canvas. The art is my profession. I have a lot of knowledge, and I studied in Argentina, my country, for many years, and I'm a teacher too. Art is my profession, it's my passion, but it's my profession too. I hear people tell me, oh, I don't have imagination. You don't need to have imagination, you need to look in what you have outside. The question is, some people, I don't know how to draw. Put colors. Colors is art, okay? And if you want to paint abstract and make a beautiful canvas with a beautiful color for handling your living room, it's good, it's good. It's all about art is color, and colors everybody enjoy. I'm considering myself really lucky because I work in something with passion. I love what I do it, and this is why I'm lucky. I'm really lucky person.
So, if somebody wants to get a little bit of that passion, that inspiration rubbed off onto them from you, can they get a hold of you on the web?
Come to me, and I show how you can fall in love with anything you do it with art. You can fall in love too. And when you love something, you are enthusiastic. You want to show to your friend, to your family. You want to put to a canvas in your house, you know. When I paint something, the more important thing I have in my mind, I want to handle this in my house. If my answer is yes, I continue to do. If my answer is no, whoop, I have to stop.
I bet you get a lot of self-satisfaction when people come to you and you can see that maybe you're opening up the world of art to them.
Yeah, I really enjoy when the little kids come into me and ask me some question, the how I paint, how I take my photograph, and share with me the kids start in love the art, and this is really good for me.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing this day with us, and we hope everybody stops into the art store, gets a hold of you on the internet. You've got a web page.
Yeah.
You're really involved in social media.
Yes.
Whatever, Facebook, you can find a lot of great things there. And thanks for bringing your talent and your passion to Michigan.
Thank you very much, and thank you for keeping this state so nice, and thank you for welcoming me to the Michigan.
Great. All sorts of things happening in the state of Michigan. Get out and enjoy it. That's all the time we've got for this edition. We'll check in with you right here next week on RFD or online at MichiganMagazine.com. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you here next week. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Randy's Restaurant and Bakery, downtown Rose City. Freshly baked daily, cookies, breads, pastries, donuts, homemade pies, and more. Randy's has a full menu to tackle the heartiest appetite, including pizza and hand-dipped ice cream. Taste the freshness and savor the good times at Randy's, downtown Rose City. Hale Hardware, your do-it center at Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving Northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare. A winning combination. Cops and Donuts.
25,000 mornings, give or take, is all we humans get. We spend them on treadmills, we spend them in traffic, and if we get lucky, really lucky, it dawns on us to go spend them in a world where a simple sunrise can still be magic. 25,000 mornings. Make sure some of them are pure Michigan. Your trip begins at Michigan.org.